Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We continue to listen to and read English at A2 level. Today, I will tell you a story about oil. Let's begin. Oil is the basis of many things we use every day. We use transparent plastic bottles every day. All this plastic is made from ordinary crude oil. Our home phones and computers contain plastic. Our clothes contain synthetic threads. These threads, nylon and polyester, are made from oil. Such clothes are very strong and almost never wrinkle. Children play with different plastic toys. All these building blocks and dolls started as black liquid. All transport today completely depends on oil. Cars drive on petrol. Heavy trucks use diesel fuel. Airplanes fly on special aviation kerosene. Huge sea ships burn thick fuel oil in their engines. People call oil black gold because it is very valuable. But in ancient times, people did not know these ways to use it. At first, oil was just dark dirt for humans. Many people think that oil is the remains of ancient dinosaurs. But this is not really true. Millions of years ago, billions of tiny organisms lived in the oceans. They were microscopic algae and plankton. When they died, their remains fell to the bottom of the sea. Thick layers of sand, silt, and clay covered them. Deep underground there was no oxygen, but it was very hot. Under huge pressure, this organic material slowly changed. Nature worked like a giant, very slow kitchen. Over millions of years, the remains of plankton turned into an oily liquid. Scientists call this liquid a mixture of hydrocarbons. In fact, oil is the energy of the ancient sun, stored in stone. Oil does not stay underground as big open lakes. It hides inside hard rocks that look like sponges. These rocks have billions of tiny holes and spaces. That is where the black gold is. Under great pressure. Light oil is liquid like water, and heavy oil is thick like honey. Today we use energy that nature collected over millions of years. That is why the world's oil reserves are limited. To make one new drop of oil, the earth needs millions of years. In the past, people could not drill deep wells. Oil came out of the ground by itself. It flowed in black streams or formed sticky lakes. This often happened in the lands of ancient Mesopotamia. The people called this substance natural bitumen. Bitumen became the first reliable glue in human history. They used it to join stones and bricks when they built high walls. Babylonian builders used oil to protect their buildings. A layer of resin protected wood from water and rot. This helped the people of Mesopotamia build strong boats and big ships. On the other side of the world, in America, Native Americans also used natural oil. They collected it from the surface of lakes and sealed the cracks in their canoes. This made the boats waterproof. So oil helped people build the first houses and sail on water. For a long time, people thought oil was a rare medicine. Doctors in the East tried to treat deep wounds with it. They put oil on the skin to heal burns and cuts. Healers tried to treat old pain in the joints with it, but it always caused very serious poisoning. People immediately got a high temperature and started vomiting. In the 8th century, the Arab city of Baghdad became the center of the world. There appeared the first installations for processing oil in history. Scientists in Baghdad used distillation equipment to heat oil. When they heated the oil strongly, it separated into different parts. People used the light and clear oils for lighting. They poured these oils into special lamps in their houses. These lamps burned longer and brighter than ordinary candles. The heavy remains of oil after long heating were called tar. the people of Baghdad found an important use for tar. They started to cover the main city roads with it. Tar protected the streets from damage and dust. This was the first example of using something like asphalt. They brought oil for these purposes by camel caravans from the Baku area. Even then, Baku was famous for its oil sources. Soldiers quickly understood the burning power of oil. They began to make the first incendiary bombs in the world from it. These were small ceramic pots with crude oil. They put a wick in the pot and lit it before throwing. It was impossible to put out this oil fire with ordinary water. This made the oil weapon very effective and terrible. Later, Byzantium created the famous Greek fire. On their warships, there were special copper tubes. These tubes threw streams of flame under pressure. The enemy fleet burned on the water in just a few minutes. The Byzantines kept the secret of this fire for hundreds of years. Native Americans used thick oil as a base for paints. Warriors of the tribes made strong war paint from it. This black paint was very durable and did not wash off. Until the middle of the 19th century, light in houses was a luxury. People used fat from huge sea whales for their lamps. Whaling was very dangerous, but profitable business. Hundreds of ships went to sea to get whale fat. By 1850, whales in the world's oceans began to disappear quickly. People killed too many animals too fast. The world urgently needed a new cheap source of energy. The solution was found by researcher Abraham Gessner. He did experiments with heating and distilling black oil. In the end, Gessner got a clean liquid and called it kerosene. Kerosene burned with a steady flame and was much cheaper. People began to buy new kerosene lamps in large numbers. Thanks to oil, the mass killing of whales completely stopped. The demand for kerosene caused a big increase in oil production. The first industrial oil well appeared in America in the state of Pennsylvania. An ordinary farmer started drilling the ground and found oil. Thousands of people immediately went there for the oil rush. Everyone wanted to get rich quickly from black gold. At that time, the world standard for measuring oil appeared: the barrel. People transported oil in ordinary barrels from fish or sugar. The volume of such a barrel was 159 liters. We still use this barrel standard today. The most influential oilman was the American John D. Rockefeller. He founded the famous company called Standard Oil. Rockefeller was a very strict and clever businessman. He quickly understood one very important and smart thing. It was more profitable to control not the oil production, but its transportation. He took control of all the railways in the country. Other companies had to pay him huge amounts of money. In this way, John D. Rockefeller became the richest man in history. In the Russian Empire, the Nobel brothers developed the oil business. They chose the area of the city of Baku on the Caspian Sea. Robert and Ludwig Nobel were talented engineers. In 1879, they opened their big oil company. The Nobels completely changed the way oil was transported. Before, people carried oil in small barrels on wooden carts. It was too slow and very expensive. Ludwig Nobel designed the first steel tanker in the world. The ship Zoroaster carried oil inside its own hull. The Nobels also built the first oil pipelines in Russia. They created special tank cars for trains. Thanks to them, kerosene became available to people in the most distant villages. The Nobel brothers always invited the best scientists to their factories. Their main scientific consultant was Dmitri Mendeleev. Mendeleev devoted many years of his life to the study of oil. He was the first in the world to understand the real value of this resource. Mendeleev believed that oil was the basis of all future chemical science. He strongly forbade simply burning crude oil in stoves. The scientist compared it to burning expensive paper money. He said that we must make valuable materials from oil. He encouraged engineers to create new engines that use oil. He believed that oil energy would save cities from dirt. He predicted the appearance of plastic, which would replace wood and bone. Mendeleev laid the foundations of modern petrochemical industry. The engineer Rudolf Diesel worked on creating new engines. He wanted to make a very powerful and economical engine. In 1897, Diesel presented his first unique engine. In his motor, the fuel ignited from very strong compression. This reliable engine was named after the inventor, Diesel. Diesel fuel was heavier and cheaper than ordinary petrol. At first, such powerful engines were installed on warships. Later, diesel engines began to be used widely in heavy trucks. This engine allows transporting goods over thousands of kilometers. The diesel engine became the heart of all farm tractors and combine harvesters. The American Henry Ford decided to create the first car for ordinary people. Before, all cars were assembled by hand in small workshops. They were very expensive and were toys for rich people. Henry Ford was the first to introduce the assembly line at his factory. Now, workers assembled cars quickly and in large numbers. In 1908, Ford produced the legendary black Model T. These light cars needed a lot of petrol. Before, people considered petrol waste and often destroyed it. Now it instantly became the most needed product on Earth. Ford's cars replaced all horses in 10 years. The problem of manure and dirt on the streets was completely solved. But the world became dependent on oil. In the 20th century, oil became the main force of all armies. The First World War showed the decisive importance of fuel. Soldiers moved from live horses to iron tanks. Thousands of military planes appeared in the sky using petrol. The British leader Winston Churchill changed the entire navy to oil. Ships running on oil became much faster and stronger than ships running on coal. The Second World War was a real battle for oil wells. Germany tried at any cost to capture the oil fields of the Caucasus. Japan attacked the USA because of the shortage of fuel. Victory in the war directly depended on the amount of petrol. The world is ruled by those who have oil. Over the last 100 years, oil has completely changed the face of our planet. It allowed humans to fly into space and feed billions of people. Without oil-based fertilizers, we could not grow so much food. Without plastic, medicine would not be so sterile and precise. Oil gave us incredible speed and comfort in every home. We are used to energy always being available at the push of a button. But the reserves of this resource are finite. Humanity is beginning a new big journey to other sources of energy. We are learning to use the energy of wind, sun, and peaceful atomic power. We used black gold to build the modern world. Now our task is to preserve this world for those who come after us. Oil has played its main role in the history of our common progress. Friends, the story of black gold does not end here. Thank you for watching this episode until the end. If you learned something new and useful today, please like the video. Your support helps us make new, interesting videos. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episodes. Watch our other episodes about discoveries that change the world. Write in the comments what resource we should talk about next time. I wish you all success in your affairs and see you in the next videos on our channel.